In The Prince, the chapter on generosity versus parsimony, frugality, outlines principles that a ruler should follow when it comes to the management and distribution of resources. Machiavelli's approach is, as always, pragmatic and focused on the preservation of power rather than moral considerations. The key principles elucidated in this chapter can be summarized as follows. Prudent parsimony. Machiavelli advocates for a ruler to practice prudent parsimony or frugality in order to avoid excessive taxation and the consequent resentment of their subjects. He argues that a ruler should be perceived as judicious in their spending rather than extravagant or overly generous. Calculated generosity. While advising against excessive generosity, Machiavelli acknowledges the need for a ruler to demonstrate occasional acts of generosity. However, he cautions that such acts should be calculated and serve a specific purpose, such as gaining loyalty or fostering a positive reputation. Prioritization of self-interest. Machiavelli emphasizes that a ruler's primary concern should be the preservation of their own power and resources. He argues that excessive generosity can deplete a ruler's reserves, leaving them vulnerable and unable to address potential threats or challenges. Perception management. Machiavelli stresses the importance of carefully managing public perception. A ruler should appear neither miserly nor excessively generous, as both extremes can breed resentment or undermine their authority. Separation of personal and political. As with other aspects of governance, Machiavelli advocates for a clear separation between personal conduct and political conduct. While a ruler may be inclined towards generosity in their personal life, they must be willing to exercise prudent parsimony when it comes to the management of state resources. In summary, the chapter on generosity versus parsimony in The Prince outlines principles that encourage a ruler to practice judicious frugality while strategically employing calculated acts of generosity to serve specific political goals. Machiavelli's focus remains firmly on the preservation of power and the management of public perception, with moral considerations taking a back seat to pragmatism and self-interest.